of my money was just stolen. Today I was the victim of phone fraud.
I can't say it out loud because it makes me ill, but I was scammed for a large amount of money.
I trusted the wrong people with my money and I lost everything.
In January 2025, a French woman, Anne, 53, became the target of a romance scam that cost her nearly $900,000.
Today, we're going to be talking about one of the most tragic things that can happen to someone, and that is hardworking citizens losing their money to scams. We have a couple of videos to go over, and I hope you're able to learn a thing or two so you don't fall victim. Before we get into it, make sure you like the video and subscribe.
I got scammed and lost everything. Let me tell you guys what happened, and let me know what I did wrong or how I could have handled this any different. So this was a few months back, but I'd been job hunting for almost a year. The market was tough. I had interview after interview, not getting a call back. I sent out probably 500 applications. I was just rock bottom. And then I had a recruiter reach out. I was excited, but I wasn't hopeful because I've reached out before and nothing really ever happened. This recruiter sent me a job. It was almost double what I was already making.
Now, you may or may not know where this is going, because honestly, it sounds too shady to be true. But yeah, these lowlifes know no bounds. As the years go by, scammers just keep getting more creative.
Flexible schedule, work from home 3 days. He set up a Zoom interview, and after 3 long interviews, I accepted the position. Sent me my onboarding papers, I did my background check. They mailed me my company laptop and my monitors. I had already left my previous job. And for the first week at the new company, in the field I'm in, it's pretty much all trainings and modules and compliance information. So I was just grinding through all that. Finally finished my last compliance manual. I got an email saying, "Fresh start tomorrow. Are you ready?"
This only shows how dangerous these scammers are. Going for someone who's simply looking for a job while gathering all that information is diabolical.
I'm not thinking anything of it. Well, actually, I'm thinking, awesome, I finished my modules. I can actually start doing my job now. Next day comes and I go to log on and everything's gone. There's no website. There's no login. I'm not getting any of my emails. And then my laptop just goes black. I'm panicking at this point. So I'm like, oh my God, my laptop must have died. I go to plug it in, nothing, black. It's completely wiped. I called the number, line disconnected. So I don't know what to do at this point. I'm freaking out. I call the cops. I try to explain to them what happened. And they asked me to come down to give a report. I do. And the investigator said this is the 70th call they've had this month about it.
The 71st call? These people are out there giving job hunters false hope and then crushing it. Imagine looking for a job that could help you afford basic things just to lose whatever money and hope you had left. But here's some solid advice from one of you in the comments. I get the same people recruiting me. What I do is Google the company, do as much research on the company. Lesson learned, never give out your personal information over the phone. Oh my God, your social, your bank info. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry, you did not do anything wrong. This can happen to anyone. It just happened to me too. Get identity theft protection to help if something happens in the future.
I trusted the wrong people with my money and I lost everything. So I received a settlement from my mom passing away due to a drunk driver like a few years ago, and I had it set up in kind of like an account that'll help me grow with the money instead of working against me. I was convinced to take the money out from people I thought that I could trust. I invested in different businesses that they had and the services that they offered.
In her case, it's easy to smell the scam from miles away. Investing in multiple businesses owned by a single person has never ended well, especially when they're not big names like Tesla or Facebook. And from what she said so far, she doesn't personally know Elon Musk or Mark Zuckerberg. So who exactly did she entrust with all that money? Well, according to her caption, it's her therapist. The one person she pays to look after her mental health took everything away from her instead.
And I should have made sure that there was contracts for every business dealing that I had with them. I regret that now because they haven't paid me back for everything that they have owed me. So this has led me to being homeless and losing my apartment that they convinced me to get. It's led to my car being repossessed that I absolutely loved. And now I'm in a mental health facility to try to catch my footing because I felt like I couldn't really catch up to where I wanted to be.
Now, this is why I find scamming so criminal. The scammers walk away happy, while their victims are left in horrible conditions. Turns out, she's not the only one who's fallen for a scam like this. I'm dealing with people I trusted also. It sucks. You learn so much about it in the process, and it sucks. Praying for you. Trust causes a lot of problems in today's society. Moral of the story: don't trust anyone unless they first demonstrate they deserve it. Sorry to hear about your mom.
All of my money was just stolen. today I was the victim of phone fraud. Somebody called saying that they were from my bank, from the fraud department of my credit card, that there were fraudulent charges on my card. He verified them, asked me if I did them, and I said no, and then he said, okay, I'm gonna cancel your card right away, like, I'm gonna help you out, don't worry about it.
This is a long-running scam. There are so many awareness programs warning people against falling for phone scams. Unfortunately, these scammers always find a way to beat the system by getting even more creative.
He somehow already had access to, like, see my transactions on that card, so he went through, like, the most recent ones and asked me, like, is this legitimate? Is this legitimate? I was like, yes, like, that I know. And then he somehow got access to, I didn't give him any passwords, nothing. He, like, already had stuff. He just asked me for, like, normal verification questions. And he was somehow able to access my account, and he wiped my checking and my savings clean.
So this is what the aftermath looks like for scam victims. All their money gone in the blink of an eye, just because they trusted the wrong person. And as I said, it's more common than you can imagine. So we've got tons of people in the comments with the same experience. They took $82,000 out of me 2 weeks ago. They scammed me $1 million last week. I got these calls many times. Gift cards at gas stations. They took $4,000, which I got back from my bank. Other times, I got a call claiming to be from the bank's security department.
I am a victim of pig butchering or romance scam. Yes, I lost over $100,000 on a scam. I thought it was an investment opportunity, but I got tricked into it.
Well, this just goes to show how creative these scammers get. They have to deal with fake lovers. It's honestly ridiculous.
I matched this one person, so we only chatted a little bit, and then for some reason the person asked for my phone number to transfer me into WhatsApp, and so we continued to get to know each other more from there. We talked about, future plans and vacations, that kind of thing. And then as I gained more trust and fall in love with this person, she introduces me to cryptocurrency.
Very typical of scammers. They try to earn your trust, and then they introduce you to their scam. Because how else are you going to let go of all that money if they don't somehow buy your trust first?
And we started in a small amount. Basically, I bought real cryptocurrency on crypto.com, but then that later gets transferred into the third-party website, which I thought was legit. The balances kept getting bigger and bigger, and then until I wanted to withdraw the money, it's like, oh, you can't withdraw, and I have to keep paying those kind of verification and additional taxes.
Kind of sucks that a person just trying to find love loses all that money. Now they're both broke and heartbroken. And here we have some comments. This happened to my mom. She was single and lonely. Just have to move forward. Money can be made back. Please be careful of recovery scammers. I was scammed too this week. So hurtful. Well, I thought I had a 3-month relationship going on.
Lost my husband in 2008 and got a settlement because he died in a work accident, and had a family friend who was a trust officer at a regional bank and offered to help me walk through the whole process and drew up some trusts for me and my kids. And 2 years ago, I found out that he stole all the money.
2 years ago?
Yeah, should have been about $8 million in the accounts, and there was nothing.
Well, it turns out no one is safe anymore, because even friends can be scammers these days. They'll pretend to be your bank, your lover, your financial advisor, and now your friend.
Anything working on this?
I have some attorneys that are working on it, but it looks like he has spent all of the money. I might plausibly recover a couple $100,000 maybe.
Wow. Is he in prison now? Where is this guy?
He's in Florida right now, and we found out there's other widows he's done it to.
Which raises the question, who can you actually trust? I mean, a lover or a friend should be the people you trust the most. I guess the only way out is to never reveal your finances to anyone, or let them talk you into investing in some unknown business with astronomical interest rates. Well, we've got some comments here. That poor woman, you can hear it in her voice. She was taken advantage of during a very vulnerable time in her life. She's in her 50s. Hopefully she bounces back. If I had $8 million, no way someone else is handling that money. I will do everything myself.
Happy Sunday, everybody. I don't know who needs to hear this, but we were just victims of a Coinbase scam. The good news is that's not where most of our money was. Don't ever respond to those texts that come over, the toll text fine you owe, the UPS text they can't deliver, the Amazon update your address, the Social Security, whatever. I don't know what the percentage is, but just assume it's a scam.
Now, it goes without saying that scammers are everywhere. Don't fall for that email telling you your account's been compromised. Only speak to your financial institution directly and go there in person if you have to. Do not trust phone calls or emails. Remember, these scammers are relentless because right in the comments, we've got them advertising or preaching some kind of scam recovery service where they try to steal your money all over again.
The woman scammed out of $900,000 by an AI Brad Pitt is suing 2 banks. This is a story that made headlines around the world. In January 2025, a French woman, Anne, 53, became the target of a romance scam that cost her nearly $900,000. For a year, she believed she was in a relationship with Brad Pitt. In reality, Anne de Neuchâtel was being scammed by fraudsters who used artificial intelligence to send her fake documents and fabricated selfies. And 1 year later, the story isn't over. Anne has decided to file a lawsuit against 2 banks, the ones that approved numerous wire transfers with questionable descriptions. Operation cost Mr. William Bradley Pitt €35,000. Kidney transplant, William Bradley Clinic, Mayo, Dr. Hatam, €59,000. Balance for left kidney transplant surgery, Mr. William Bradley Pitt, Mayo Clinic, United States, €59,000. In total, 18 transfers labeled in this way were approved by her 2 banks without alerting anyone. The victim of the fake Brad Pitt scam now wants financial compensation proportional to the damages she say the banks caused. She argues that the banks failed in their duty to monitor suspicious activity, and de Neuchâtel has therefore filed formal complaints against 2 of them.